Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video, and crikey, there are quite a few pre-orders and things up today. This is the channel here. Thank you to all of the new subscribers that have joined and also the current ones that keep watching the videos every week. Your support really does mean a lot. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you wish to donate financially to the channel. That really helps me get the new releases for armies that I wouldn't normally get, and then I can do unboxings and reviews. If you can't support the channel financially, then I'd suggest you buy all of your Warhammer stuff from Element Games. You can get up to 25% off. Just use my affiliate link in the description below, and then that will tell them that I've told you about them, and that helps the channel. It doesn't cost you any extra money or anything. Let's go on to the news straight away then. You've got this really cool looking, I think Games Workshop have done a good job with the community website look, with these moving images of Drazar and Janezar. Looks really cool. So if we go from like a week ago, which is about the 5th of October, there's been quite a bit of news. Obviously last weekend I covered the pre-order your action figure. You know, you could pre-order it. It's going to be ready in like 9 months or so. I think they only had about 9,000 of them. Yeah, 9,000. And it says the second quarter of 2020. So it says early 2020. Price of one of these was £75, which is, I don't know, is it a bit more than usual? I mean, it's quite a big figure though. The normal standard size figures are about £30 or £40. So a few people said, yeah, it was an atrocious price. Some people said it's about, you know, what to expect. This is the thing, a lot of people do, I see a lot of people in forums and on the websites and things say, oh, you know, Games Workshop miniatures, why can't they just make them as cheap as kind of Bandai miniatures? And yet they've done that and people will still complain about the prices. But either way, Games Workshop have done that. You know, congrats to everyone that managed to pick one up. You're going to get yours in sort of 270 days. I think a lot of people are going to respray them, and if they're popular, they'll probably make a second release. So don't feel too disheartened if you didn't manage to grab one. They've sold out, so I'm sure they're going to make some more. Then the next day on the Sunday, there was a look at this weekend's pre-orders, which is Eldari Psychic Awakenings. There's the first big release for this Psychic Awakening in the form of this Blood of the Phoenix. This box set has been so hyped over the last week on the community website. Of course it would be. It's the community website. I've never thought of the community website as a place for interaction with hobbyists or anything like that. I've always thought of it as a sales vehicle to showcase all of the upcoming releases, because they've done away with putting those in White Dwarf now. So this is their main vehicle for that. And they do hype it a lot. Considering there's some really old miniatures in here. That Valken Grav tank has been around for over 20 years now, and so is the Viper, probably a bit older. I think a couple of the Dark Eldar models have been around for a long time too. But this is what Games Workshop are now, I think they're experimenting with this. They sort of did it with Forgebane, which was a really good kit, looking back on it, because you got 2 new HQs and you got the Armigers as well. What they're doing now is they're pushing the new miniatures in this box set. Well, at least for Psychic Awakening. I don't know whether they're going to do it in future box sets. But instead of just having a box set with some Eldar and some Dark Eldar with just the new characters, they put it in this main box here called Blood of the Phoenix, and it will set you back £140. I think it's like $230 or something. It's a ridiculous price. Yes, you're saving $80 or $70, something like that, but it's models that a lot of people already have, or they're really old models. So they're just trying to, you know, create some more space, I guess. But I think it's a really, I don't even want to use underhand way. It's a sneaky way of trying to get people to buy these new miniatures. If they just released these 2 miniatures in their own boxes, people would buy them in droves. As it stands, they're locking them behind this £140 box set. And I tell you why they definitely are locking them behind, because they're not available with this box set, if you see what I mean. Like, Jane's Eye isn't available separately. You know, you don't have the option. So it is a gateway. It's quite disappointing, in my opinion. I always think that these big box sets should have the brand new miniatures separately to give choice to the customer. But they haven't. They've locked them away in this set. The Howling Banshees, they are good. I'm just happy that there's plastic Eldar, to be fair, finally, after 20 years or so. Not fine cast or anything like that, just plastic Eldar, brilliant. And the Dark Eldar models, the Incubi, look pretty good, and they'd go with the Ynnari theme too. Jane Zar looks absolutely fantastic. People have said she's going to cost 20. I'm thinking 25, maybe even 30, but definitely 25 minimum for her. And maybe Drazar probably 20 to 25. He might even be 25, to be fair. And then you get a book, bit of a hype about the book, but it is only 40 pages, which is, 40 pages. These kind of books, that's how big the books are in the other sets that you normally get. So technically it is like 20 physical pages, obviously double-sided. So it's a very, very thin book. 40 pages seems quite substantial. It's not that substantial. This is the substantial book, this 80-page hardback book. It's going to be £25. Preferred it at 15. 15 would have been about right, but I don't think they're going to sell many of these, and that's often their decisions of how they price these. 80 pages is sort of substantial though. You're almost at that 100-page mark. And then it says, a bit of an advert about more of the models, and obviously White Dwarf October, you've got a big Slanesh feature and Khorne feature there. We'll have more Phoenix Rising and Blood of Phoenix previews to look at, and that's what they do. They go on throughout the whole week, the unboxing of the set. There's Lords of Ossiarch Bone Reapers revealed. These look really, really cool miniatures. So much detail on these things. Oh, I would love an army of these Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Absolutely incredible. Fantastic. Battle Sister Bulletin. This was pretty good because it showed the Arco Flagellants, not Flagellants, not Flagellants. It just reads flatulence to me. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is a really good little article showing you what's in this upcoming Sisters of Battle box set. You've got a lovely Penitent Engine, you've got some Seraphim, you've got 10 normal Sisters, you've got the Flagellants. Really, really cool looking set. Yeah, they are all monopose. They've tried to make them sort of in exciting poses as possible, but you're going to be getting that with some dice, actually, some data cards, an exclusive edition of the Codex, and the core rules booklet. That's the book, the Codex that you're going to get in there. That's exclusive to the set. I think that's going to be another £140 or £100 or something like that. They're the Flagellants, inspired by the Inquisitor game that they released a fair while ago. You've got the Repentia Superior and coming soon. So yeah, there's going to be more and more previews of these models as the time goes on. There's a Phoenix Rising Create Your Own War Host article, Rumour Engine, that looks Imperial. I don't think it's Orcs, but there we go. Spirit of Necromunda, Black Library, more info on that. Actually, that was quite a good article because it showed loads of things that's going to be available at the event. I'm really jealous of anyone that's got the tickets and is going. That would be really cool. I think you could also get your hands on The First War, which is the third book in the Siege of Terror. But yeah, really, really good article. You can even get a bamboo coffee cup, which is a really awesome thing as well. You can get an advent calendar. It's good just to get all the goodies. You can also get these calendars, but you can pre-order these today, so you're not missing out that much. If you want a calendar for next year, I'm definitely going to pick one up. New rules, Jane Zar versus Drazar. That's a cool little battle they had between them both and see who would win, and it seemed quite even, but yeah, I'll let you read that. Regimental Standard, the most wanted 2 for 1. Howling Banshees Through the Ages, that was very interesting with, I think, Jez Goodwin's, that's the model that we've, well, I say still got, that's the model that we had for a very long time, and the old Banshees, and then these, which I've got. I didn't get the Finecast ones, I didn't really like them at all, but then these new ones look, yeah, pretty decent, so I'm diving back into Eldar again. Join the Warhammer Alliance, Heroes with Hairy Feet, that's the pre-order for Forge World, so not much going on with Forge World this week, so I'll briefly touch on that pre-order. The Rise of Celeste, Unexpected Hero arrives, and kickstarting your Inari collection. This is an article that came out yesterday. So you've got the Blood of the Phoenix again, so they're pushing that, but also Inari and the different command points and things that you can use. So that's all the news and things. Very Eldari focused. It's going to be interesting tomorrow to see what the pre-orders are for next week. I'm thinking it will be the final Primaris stuff, but there we go. Let's jump on over to Forge World then. Okay, so here we are on Forge World's website, and as you can see here, there's just a little advert on the banner for Hobbit Heroes and Ruffian Vagabonds. If we go to new, it is just those. You can pre-order the Personalities of the Shire 2, Folco Boffin and Farmer Cotton, or Vagabonds of the Shire, Ted Sandyman and Lotho Sackville Baggins. So they're there, £13 for the two of them, so what, £6.50 each. They look alright. I mean, yeah, if you're a big Hobbit fan, Lord of the Rings fan, then, you know, you definitely be quite cool to have these in your collection. And yeah, you've got the Dark Angels pre-orders from last week there as well. So that is the Vagabonds of the Shire. That's the only thing that's on for pre-order for Forge World this week. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop. So here we are on Games Workshop's website, and there's a big push of this Blood of the Phoenix, one of the most expensive army box sets that they've ever created. You know, £140, it's a lot of money for what they're asking for. Personally, I think it should have been no more than £100. I think yeah, they're really pushing these two characters. However, both of the characters, the miniatures, look absolutely fantastic in my opinion. If it just had these two, I don't think it would sell the box. The fact that you've got the new Banshees and new Incubi in there as well really does help it. But I do question the choices of the other models in there. Yeah, I get the Falcon because, you know, you can put the Banshees in the Falcon and things, but I do question some of the other models. Let's click on pre-orders then and go on to view all, and we'll go high to low. And there it is. So you've got the Blood of the Phoenix Rising Collection, £165 for essentially the box set, and then the book. You've got Blood of the Phoenix set itself. Let's just have a dive in there. I will be going through a review of this box set and a breakdown of all the models and the units with MathsCat. So stay tuned to the channel for that, and I'll tell you just how much you're going to save. But it's always a trade-off. What you save in terms of, is it actually worth getting the old models? I've got a few Vipers, I've got a few Falcons or Wave Serpents, you know. I don't have any of the Dark Eldar stuff, and actually these are my first Dark Eldar models. Now all Games Workshop need to do is create a box set with, I don't know, Black Templars and Tau in, and then I've started Tau, and then I've got every single army. But here we go. Let's have a quick look at Jane Czar. She does look absolutely beautiful. Lovely figure. I mean miniature. You know what I mean. Yeah, fantastic. With that huge hair. I mean, if there's one model that the hair would, you know, support the rest of the model, it would be Jane Czar, in my opinion. Fantastic. She does look stunning with that Banshee mask as well. I like the creases there as well. I think that's really good attention to detail. And the knee. I like how they've kept with the spiky toes or silhouettes. Triskelly looks fantastic as well, as always. And then you've got the Exarch as well. Highland Banshee Exarch without the mask. Very angry sort of pose. I think I'm going to have mine with the mask though. Have them all with masks. Avoid the space elf look wherever possible. This one looks a bit odd with the blades like that. Does look a bit but I get the ferocity that they're going for. Oh, what's gone wrong here? Okay, there's a Viper. We've all seen Vipers. They're the Banshees themselves. That's pretty cool that they put them on a circular spinny thing. Yeah, they look alright. They're passable. Blades look a bit thick, but there we go. Then you got a full preview of all the Drakari, and there you go. I don't know whether I'll keep the mask on for these, the helmet on. I do like these dual blades though. Really, really cool. And there's Drazar himself. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of these medallions that are like mid-air, if that makes sense. Look, you can see them just like floating there. I would have preferred them on his armour, but maybe he's just leapt up on there. I like that. That's a cool little bit of scenery, and the thorns. It's quite cool. I like the hair as well. This whoosh of red hair and the purple, really fantastic. And then these brand new incubi. Looks stunning. Obviously, they've done a remarkable job on the bone work there, and these blades, big blades. Where's the there he is. Just fantastic. Look at that, fantastic. Looks like he's going kayaking. I went kayaking not that long ago, to be fair, but yeah, 4 horns. Wow, very horny. Then you've got some Hellions, I think they are. Yeah, so they're Hellions. They've been around for a while, and then Scourges as well. I think they've been around for a while. Do like the wings though. I don't know whether I prefer the bat wings. Then you've also got a Venom there. Yeah, which looks alright. Sort of paved the way for Harlequins, I think. Or vice versa, I'm not really sure. Anyway, and then you get the little book. I say little book, you know, it's 40 pages. And it shows you some pictures of the sprues. So that is Jane Czar's sprue, and so on. So yeah, 140, quite pricey. You know, it's quite pricey. You do get a lot of models, but some of them are quite old. You've got the ancient and the new collection. So you've got all of the Ynnari basically. You've got Harlequins, Craft Worlds, Drakari, and Phoenix Arising for £95 for those 4 books. But that's, you know, all you need really. You've got the collector's edition there, £50. It says it is, what does that mean? Available to order and special order item. So £50 for this. It says it's book 1 of the Psychic Awakening series. I want to support this release as much as possible because I love Eldari, and I do like the Xenos armies much more than the... I do prefer the look of the Xenos armies compared to all the, I say boring, you know, the Imperium stuff. I do like the Mechanicus stuff, but yeah, I want to support Xenos army releases as much as possible, whether it be Orcs, Eldar, Tyranids. I just want to support that because there's not enough of them compared to all the Imperium stuff. And when you think about it, so this is a 96 page book, not 80 pages. Don't know where I got the 80 pages from, but you've got also 4 short stories as well in there. You get sumptuous soft touch cover, black edge pages, and a ribbon marker. Perfect dedicated Eldari fans. So there you go. So what is interesting is there's 2 books available. There's this collector's edition, and then there's also the standard edition. So the standard edition it looks exactly the same as a collector's edition, but obviously it's half price. On the collector's edition, you have the soft touch cover, you have the nice writing on there, the silverish writing, you know. But on the normal standard edition book, yeah, it's just normal. In my opinion, I think they should have had this book in with the box set, just like with the Shadowspear box set, they should have had that book 2 of that campaign in that set, and I'm adamant that those books, if they included this book, this £25 book, in the £140 box set, then in my opinion it would have been a better value, definitely. But as it stands, you buy the £140 set, and then you've got to kind of buy this Psychic Awakening book as well. Yes, you've got the rules and things in that little 40-page book that comes with this set, but to get the full kind of experience, you've got to pay £165, which I think is far too much to invest in this. They know about these things years in advance. Like the Shadowspear box set, if this book was in there with those 2 new miniatures and those 2 new squads and those 2 new sets of miniatures, you know, the Incubi and the Hound and Banshees, then it would have been a whole package, and I think it would have been better. You know, you have that as a whole package, and then you have the collector's edition book if you really want to get the collector's edition book. There you go. You've got Horosian Wars Divination hardback. You've got the calendars, they're £10 each. There wasn't a calendar for 2019. There was one for 2018, and I had it. I will pre-order one of these, actually. I think I'll get the Horus Heresy one. Can you see all of the months, though? Yes, you can. You can indeed. So, there we go. So, I think that's February, and so on. Looks pretty good. Yeah, very epic. And yeah, I'll be adding one of them later. The 40k one. They're all £10 each. 40k one. Yeah, that looks good. It's got Severina Rain, and it's got that one there. I've forgotten that one. That looks alright too. And then you've got the Age of Sigmar one. Yeah, that's quite an iconic one. I like that one. Oh, there. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. So yeah, some nice artwork on those calendars. You've got Inferno Volume 4, £8.99. You've got White Dwarf October, £5.99. You've got all the classic Infernos for £5 each. And then you've got Psychic Awakening, Phoenix Rising data cards. Now, it says they're free. All you have to do is simply order a copy of Psychic Awakening, Phoenix Rising. So that's all you need to do, and then you get the cards. So you just need to order that book then, because the box set is Blood of the Phoenix. So you wouldn't get them if you just got the Blood of the Phoenix. You'd have to get the, that book or the collector's one, and you get the cards. So there you go. That's all the pre-orders for this week from Forge World and Games Workshop. It's obviously Ynnari or Eldari Drakari kind of focused. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the set? I've looked on some of the forums and things, and people aren't that happy because it's quite a lot of money. I'm obviously not happy because it's you're locked out of getting the new miniatures. If they release the new miniatures, just 2 of them, not even the new Banshees and the Incubi as box sets. If they just release the 2 miniatures separately alongside the box set, more choice. But as it stands, it's locking you out of those brand new minis, which I'm sure people are very eager to get because they're lovely. They look incredible. But to charge people sort of £140, let's just say conservatively they were £25 each. That's £50. Basically asking people to pay £90 to get access for them, which is a bit much. Anyway, that's my opinions and thoughts on the set. And please do put yours in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.